This video is presented by Children and Young People with Disability Australia, or CIDA, and the Australian Government's National Office for Child Safety. It has been digitally animated in an almost hand-drawn style, with bold line work and intense colours similar to paintings in gouache, a thick, waxy medium similar to watercolour. The video features the following key scenes and visuals. A young person sitting alone at the edge of a sports team. The team members are eating pieces of orange. She is invited to join them and offered a plate of watermelon slices. A wheelchair user pausing at the top of a set of stairs. The stairs flatten into a smooth ramp. The wheelchair user moves down, passing a notice board with an accessible emergency plan and a poster showing the 10 national principles for child-safe organisations. Drawings of faces showing anger or sorrow. More drawings, this time showing smiling faces, hearts and flowers. Carers supporting young people in schools, sports clubs and health centres. A classroom with a bright light where a young person sits alone at a desk. The image shifts, the light lowers, a staff member appears, and a pair of blue headphones appear over the young person's ears. A young person using a crutch. She seems unsure, looking left at a carer, then right at a doctor, as the scene shifts between a bathroom and a clinic. 3 young First Nations people with warm, dark skin tones, linking hands, forming a circle. A party where the food is out of reach for a young person in a wheelchair, and loud music is coming from tall speakers. The table lowers so the young person can reach for a plate of fairy bread. The speakers shrink down and stop vibrating, showing the music is quieter. The hidden disability sunflower symbol, worn as a badge. Children and young people with disability playing together, including a girl wearing a hijab and headphones, a young person with a hearing aid, and a young person with green and blue hair wearing a t-shirt with the symbol for gender fluid. The video begins now.
This video discusses child sexual abuse and may bring up strong feelings for some people. Please take care when watching. If you or someone you know has been impacted by child sexual abuse, you are not alone. There are services and resources available to help. You can find a list of support services on childsafety.gov.au.
Your right to safety in organisations as children and young people with disability and their caregivers.
The sports team.
All children and young people have the right to feel safe and be safe when they interact with organisations. We have the right to feel included and be included, and can speak up if an organisation is not accessible or makes us feel uncomfortable or unsafe.
The wheelchair.
Safety matters. We expect organisations to protect all children and young people.
Notice board.
They should be implementing the 10 national principles for child-safe organisations and have child-safe policies and procedures in place that all staff and volunteers are familiar with. These policies and procedures should address all risks to children and young people with disability, including how to identify and respond to child sexual abuse and related harms.
Sad drawings.
For children and young people to be safe from harm and abuse, they first need to be respected, included, and valued within an organisation.
Happy drawings.
We expect all organisations, such as schools, sports clubs and health centres, to find ways that make it possible for everyone to join in. We expect them to listen to the views of children and young people and take the knowledge and views of their caregivers into account.
The classroom.
For example, I can talk to staff about how to make the lights and sounds less overwhelming and make sure organisations know how my child likes to communicate.
We should be told about what the organisation is doing to keep children and young people safe from child abuse, including child sexual abuse, in a way that is clear and easy to understand.
My body belongs to me. It is not okay for anyone to hurt me or touch or see my body without a good reason, like a caregiver helping me with toileting or a doctor doing a checkup. Even if it's someone I know, it's still not okay. They should still tell me what they are doing and check if it's okay first. If ever I feel uncomfortable about what a grown-up or another child is doing, I will tell someone I know and trust straight away, even if I was asked to keep it a secret.
When we feel unsafe, we sometimes feel yucky or funny in the tummy. Our heart might beat fast, or our body might feel hot, shaky, or wobbly. Children and young people have the right to speak up if we do not feel safe. We can ask where, how, and who to speak to if we do not feel safe. We should be given information in a child-friendly and developmentally and age-appropriate way.
Holding hands.
It's not just about rules. Respect for my culture is important and helps to keep me safe. As a First Nations young person, organizations should respect and celebrate my cultural practices and traditions. Organizations should challenge poor attitudes, face up to racism, and show everyone they are valued.
We want organisations to take the time to get to know us and our families.
The party.
Before an event, they should ask us what we need to be able to participate in a meaningful way. We have the right to have our family's physical, sensory, or communication needs met to help us feel welcome and included.
We should be able to work with staff and volunteers who understand what it means for a child to feel safe and be safe.
The sunflower.
We have the right to interact with team members who are well trained in child safety and cultural safety to help everyone feel respected and welcome.
Playing together.
We have the right to expect that organizations will take the time to understand the unique views of children and young people with disability, and that organizations will ask us when they are unsure what we want or need.
Questions for caregivers to ask organizations. 1. How will your organization keep me or my child safe? 2. What are your child safeguarding policies, and how do I find them? 3. Do you have a complaints policy? Are children and young people taught about where they can go for help? 4. How do your staff and volunteers make sure children and young people feel comfortable to speak up? 5. How do you show you are welcoming and inclusive to all families and children with different abilities, circumstances, and cultural backgrounds, including Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures?
Learn more about having conversations with organisations about child-safe practices at childsafety.gov.au.
The final screen shows the emblems of CIDA and the Australian Government's National Office for Child Safety, and the website www.childsafety.gov.au/having-conversations. This is the end of the audio description.